Hi everyone, welcome to the final words, or the last word, whatever you want to call it. We are here outside of Old Trafford. Camera's placed quite low, that's the reason why you'll see us up here. And yeah, let's crack on with today's video. We're going to hear from Steve Bruce, returning back to Old Trafford, not the game that, or the result that he wanted. Of course, we'll talk about the game, the lineups and stuff, and we'll have a look at the league table, and obviously Everton coming up in 2 days' time. We'll do a quick little preview for you as well. Talk to me about the lineup, because we've got a game in 2 days. Can you understand that?
I can understand that. The lineup was a bit shocking, mainly because Dwight Gale's starting. He hasn't started all season. So yeah, just a bit shocked by that one. But yeah, I can understand that we've got a game 2 days' time, probably more winnable than this one. Definitely more winnable by this one, obviously, after the full-time whistle. So yeah, I can see why we kind of went with this, but I was a bit disappointed not to see an appearance from Shelvey.
Shelvey, Hayden, Carroll. Carroll's understandable because we didn't expect to see Andy Carroll start today. But the defence was pretty solid.
Defence was solid at the start.
Happy to see Jetro back.
Defence was solid at the start. I'm
on about the lineup still.
Oh right, you said the lineup. Okay.
Jetro coming back. You would have been happy because Dummett's injured.
Yes. Going forward, yeah. I had to think about that.
You want to just get straight to the point.
Straight
at the point. Let's start with the positives, and that's right at the beginning. That's it. There's no else.
First 10 minutes.
So, before we get the goal, talk to me. The Dwight Gale's bursting through. He's played through. He's about 12 yards out. He hits it with his wrong foot and he blazes it over the bar.
Well, you say wrong foot. It's his weaker foot. His left foot. Fair enough. Blazes it over the bar.
Same thing.
Yeah, but come on, man. You're a professional. You know, at least get on target. You know as well as I know.
He has to hit the target.
Yeah, should be getting on target. That's before the goal. But first 10 minutes, 15 minutes, we played with energy, and that's one thing that we lacked for the latter half of the game. We lost that energy, we lost that drive, we lost that grit, pressing, and all the rest of it. And that's
you haven't even got out the first goal yet, man.
Mate,
let's
all right.
Let's enjoy.
Let's soak it in.
Let's enjoy the first goal. We'll try it anyways.
All right.
I think you've got to give credit to Joe Linton, because he holds the ball up, he's inside the box, he has 2 men on him, which, by the way, he had a lot of that in the game. I thought he played really well.
Yeah.
He holds the ball up, he realises had a minute, I've got a man free, and he passes it back. Great take by Matty, finish bottom corner.
Yes, you just sold it for me, man. What have I got to say?
I'm describing it, what's your thoughts on it?
My thoughts was absolutely.
You look shocked when you seen the goal go in.
Of course I was, because I think Joe Linton actually had the opportunity to score, and then he kind of fluffed his lines, but then he still had the know-how to hold it up and then lay it off to Matty Longstaff, and that's 2 for 2 now for him as well.
Yeah, he just loves playing against Man United, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Matty will probably want to play them every day of the week.
Yeah.
Right. And then
let's get to it now. Come on.
The downfall, and they scored pretty quick. I think that was, if we could, I don't know what's the word, wear it out a little bit, but we didn't. We conceded a few minutes later.
Yeah.
It was about 5 to 10 minutes. Should Dubravka do better, or has that been over-critical?
I think they just had too much time on the ball. You know, they was popping it quickly, and we just didn't know where to move. And then by the time it got to, is it Martial got the equaliser? I don't know. I've not seen it back yet, so it'd be very hypocritical for me to say yeah, but that was the downfall. Really.
I think 1-1. You think, all right, okay, it's still 1-1. There's still plenty of the game to go.
But the one thing they had was momentum. From that goal, that was it. You could see they wanted it, hunger.
But the problem that we had is, we touched upon it already in a couple of your video on scoring the players, is that they had way too much freedom and no support. Matty, although he's tucked into that right centre midfield, wasn't out wide, and Shaw was just, for me, that killed the game, because Shaw so many times. But what it does is Manquillo's then got to think, wait a minute, I've got to go for Shaw, or I've got to go for Martial or Rashford, because they integrate and move around. So many of their goals, in particular first half, came from that side.
Thing is,
I know the mistake, yes.
Thing is as well, I think we lacked a bit of identity. We lacked a game plan as well, because we should have been annoying from the get-go. We should have been taking into corner flags or wasting time trying to wind up the fans. But I don't know, we couldn't keep up the same energy that we had in the first 15 minutes. We couldn't. I don't know why.
And you talk about mistakes as well.
But even in the build-up to that, I can't remember who played it back, but I was just thinking, why are we going back for? We should be going forward, go forward.
Loads of time we went back.
Loads of time. Too many times we're going back. And I don't know.
I don't credit Manchester United for the high pressing?
Of course. There was pressing from the front. Rashford, Martial, all pressing from the front. And again, we didn't know what to do. So we kept going back. And then we just started getting nervous. And before you know it, there came the mistakes and there come the goals.
that other goal was when McTominay shrugged off Matty.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Was it game over by then, do you think,
Yeah,
at 3-1?
Look, I wanted to get into half-time at 2-1. 2-1 I could take. Then 3-1, game over. And that was it. We didn't really have anything to come on. And you know what, the fact they could bring on Pogba at half-time.
Yeah, he was very lazy. Well, not lazy, he was just... He didn't get out of first gear, Pogba, and he was trying to showboat. We're going in 3-1. I think Dubravka was forced into a save and free kick first half, but going in half-time, 3-1 down. The next goal, that was either Newcastle are back in it, or when you say it's game over, it really, really is game over. And they scored very, very quickly in that second half, which just killed any momentum of Newcastle trying to get a comeback. And
even if we had an opportunity, even if we had the smallest of chances.
Sean Longstaff, he had a shocking game, but is he looking when he's trying to pass back at Dubravka? There's not enough pace on the pass.
Well, clearly not. When it was going back, he was just making me feel so nervous. I don't know why we had to go back so many times.
Why did we keep going back? It was so often.
Because we lacked an idea. We lacked an idea. We didn't, as you said before in one of the previous vids, we've done so many vids now, but the width, we lacked width. Because usually we just pass out wide, maybe pass it to Miggy, maybe pass it to ASM, but we lacked that. We didn't have no outlets. So the only thing is to go back. And when we go back, we concede.
And then Martial goes through and dinks it over the goalkeeper. Just going to go back as well, before 1 down, we're just going to go back to that other goal with Matty getting shrugged off. Newcastle players are complaining. Me personally, I haven't seen this back, but I just thought McTominay was too strong for Matty. Would you agree?
Pretty much. You know, you got a man up in this league, you got to be a big boy in this league, and you know, he's gone and scored the goal, but now you're moaning about that? Come on, man. Sorry, but
I think it's the only hope that Newcastle had to try and get the goal turned over, didn't it? So the game dragged out. Bruce was trying to do something at least. He brought on Yedlin, Atsu. We had Mankio, Croft and Yedlin, Atsu all on the same pitch at the same time. So hopefully that doesn't happen too often in this season. We understand that Bruce has to rotate as well. Game ends 4-1, it's shocking. Let's quickly hear from Steve Bruce.
Yeah, for half an hour we gave as good as we got and didn't maybe deserve the lead. We've created a good chance and Dwight missed it, and then we've opened them up again and scored. I think the disappointment from all of us is individual error. Not you can't give one goal away maybe, but in them all I'm sure we can do better. And we've made too many individual mistakes. On a football pitch you can't legislate for that. Nobody wants to go out there and give a bad back pass away or whatever, but unfortunately we've come here and made too many today. And the one thing we haven't done in that resilience that everybody's shown over the last 2-3 months, unfortunately, evaporated a bit, and it was a weird 15-20 minutes before half time, and then we've gone and kicked ourselves in the foot just at half time again. So it was a tough afternoon in that respect.
So obviously he's not very happy. He's returning back here and he's never beaten Man United at Old Trafford. We look at the league table now, it's still mid-table, Fordey, but there's a game again in 2 days and Newcastle can't afford another defeat with an improving Carlo Ancelotti, who's came in, won straight away. I don't know what the performance is like, but he won 1-0. You just worry about that manager bounce now, do you?
Yeah, of course, and Everton are no slouches either. All they need is a bit of organisation to get them going, and that's what I think Ancelotti brings to the table. But I think we'll learn a lot from this. You know, we obviously learn a lot more in defeat than we do with winning, I think. Bringing the fact that we got Shelby to come back, Hayden's come back will be big additions to the side. Carroll as well. I'm just thinking maybe, and I know we haven't got someone to come back, but someone in that back line just to kind of organise them a little bit, because although we've probably got the best of our 3 defenders technically out there, I think we are missing the cells in terms of a leader. You know, someone to say, "No, don't pass it back here," or "Get back here. We need you here and here." So that's the only thing I'm thinking that we're lacking in terms of going into the next game.
We'll bring up the league table. Obviously, it's still healthy for Newcastle. We still offered this position. Of course, he would take it mid-table at Boxing Day. My only worry is that Newcastle go on this little run, because the last thing you want is playing Rochdale when you've lost 2 or 3 on the spin. That's not what you want to go into, because I think Bruce will rotate again for Rochdale. But we're going to wrap up. It's been disappointing. It is absolutely freezing. You can see that on camera. It's been disappointing here at Old Trafford. Thanks very much for watching. Ta-da.